as I said, Anglesey, the track here is absolutely superb. Lots of different configurations, and in our next show here on Motors TV, we're going to be racing on the coastal circuit, and it's the first time we've raced on the international circuit on a Saturday. Normally we race on the shorter circuit on the Saturday and then the longer circuit on the Sunday. So we look at the scrap for third place going on at the moment. Belcher hangs on to it. Ross Marshall is there in fourth. Now what can Stephen Traherne do? Thinks about looking down the inside. It's a real sweep into this corner. If you grab the inside, look at Traherne getting a little bit locked up there. Ross by now, Traherne's going to try and help his teammate here. Bangs up the gears, the sequential gearbox. You can see Traherne working hard here. Now he's got the line, he's through on the inside of Ross Marshall. Great bit of teamwork there from Stephen Traherne. Gets on the back of Simon Belcher and the Karcher car second and third. Now, was there a little mistake there? We just caught Lee Fitzpatrick, the race leader, going into that corner, but Simon Belcher is still third. Ahead of him is John Higgins. Now on board with Traherne, up the gears again. Here he comes, chasing his teammate then. Two Karcher cars together. Ross Marshall still there in fifth position. Sixth is Darren Galton, and I've said it before, he's driving a blinder. Darren Galton here. And if you need the proof of it, look how far ahead he is of the seventh place car. He's getting away from them. They're not reeling him in at the moment. So Darren Galton, this is going to be a fillip for him, getting some confidence. Quick guy in karting. Now here comes Stephen Traherne challenging for third. Higgins round the outside for the lead, side by side with Fitzpatrick. Oh, Fitz is going to hang on to it just about as they come. But I think John Higgins has got a better run. He's got the inside line as they come down the hill into the final corner of the lap, side by side. Now is Higgins going to get through? Here they come. If Lee Fitzpatrick can hang on the outside line, he might be able to get a little bit more momentum and power his way around the outside, but side by side across the line. And I think Higgins, his nose is in front now. Yes, it is. Consolidates that as he takes the inside line into the first corner and up towards the hairpin. John Higgins leads again. This could be win number 14. If Fitzpatrick wins it, it's going to be 13 apiece. Higgins goes wide on the hairpin. Lee Fitzpatrick tries to look for an inside line that really isn't there. Matthew Pape, I think, has got up into 7th position in 24. Matthew's last season of Legends racing before he buys a house and settles down, as it were. Hopefully we'll see him back in later years. But look, Lee Fitzpatrick and John Higgins, a little bit of bump drafting there. That's where the two cars make deliberate, very light contact to connect together. Oh, and sideways moment for Simon Belcher spins! Belcher spins out of third place. Oh, well. Curse to the commentator there. I said what a great meeting Simon Belcher was having. Here was the view from Nick Brace up the hill. Nick Brace being challenged by Nicky Meredith. Now then, I'm wondering whether number 4's had a little bit of a moment, because Darren Galton seems to have dropped behind. It's a blue car behind these two. I'm thinking that's Darren Galton. But Nick Brace and Nicky Meredith, he's there. Yeah, he's, I think, Darren Galton there in the number 4 car. Curse to the commentator on two drivers then, but they really were Simon Belcher and Darren Galton having very good runs up to that point. John Higgins is another guy up front doing real well at the moment. So now Stephen Traherne in third goes through shot. Then Ross Marshall. Then Matthew Pape, who's having a good run. Followed by Nick Brace, Nicky Meredith. Then Darren Galton. Then Richard Pocklington. So Pocklington having a good consistent point scoring weekend as we look at Meredith taking the wide line. Not sure if Meredith's still running the water-cooled engine. The only driver to have won a race with the water-cooled 1250 Yamaha engine. You can use a 1200cc Yamaha engine. Some of them are pretty standard from talking to the drivers. You can tune those up. The 1250s are sealed, built to a standard specification, sealed by a limited number of engine builders in the UK. And there's also the water-cooled as opposed to the air-cooled 1250 engine, which is being used. And at the moment, it's John Higgins, who I believe shipped his engine in from America, who leads from number 2, Lee Fitzpatrick. And talking of America, we've got the head honcho from 600 Racing over with us at Anglesey this weekend, Darryl Krentz. Very warm welcome to the UK, Darryl. I'm sure he's enjoying the racing here this weekend. And to say the American governing body really do take it seriously. Legends, of course, a worldwide phenomena, run very strongly in Europe. We've got a Danish championship set up this year. They run in France, they run in Belgium, they run in Italy. Cars in Germany, they run in Spain. We in fact had a Spanish world champion a couple of years ago. And of course, pretty much every state in America runs Legends cars. They run in Canada as well, and they all get together for a big world championship once a year in November. Used to be at Sears Point, but now it's moved to Las Vegas. And where else can you do that in club racing? Here they come then. It's a challenge for the lead, and Lee Fitzpatrick looks round the outside, side by side with John Higgins. Higgins, wily old character there now. I think that's Paul Mansell that spun out. Paul Mansell who we saw involved with Brian Cook on the first lap. I think Mansell's tactic there was to just get out of the way for the lead drivers, and that's pretty commendable as John Higgins leads down towards the checkered flag. So Higgins is going to take, I think, win number 14. There is the checker that confirms that. John Higgins, 14th win of the season, wins it from Lee Fitzpatrick, and believe it or not, John Higgins, that makes it 127 national championship wins. Higgins the winner from Fitzpatrick, Traherne in third, Ross Marshall fourth from Matthew Pate, Nicky Meredith, superb drive, up into sixth position, car number 95. Nick Brace from Darren Galton, Bracey winning the rookie race in that one. Richard Pocklington ninth from Ben Power, Gerald McCosh, Paul O'Brien. Great to see John Denning over, he's 15th, the man who races in the Irish Fiat Bath Championship. If you're interested in finding out more about Legends Cars Racing, check out the website www.legendsracinguk.com.
Another exciting day's racing, and these two have done particularly well throughout the day. John, another win for you, and Lee, a runner-up. A real battle between you both in that race. Any comments?
Go for it, John.
Yeah, both starting towards the back. We spoke before we went out. We're teammates, best of friends, and don't take each other off. Whoever was leading, the other one would shove round, and then we'd sort it out towards the end of the race. And it turned exactly perfectly out that way. Race hard. We went off a couple of times. Lee went off, gave him room. I went off, gave him room. He gave me room, and fantastic race and worked out perfectly. Another 1-2 for the team, so delighted with today.
And what about you, Lee? How do you feel about John just stealing that win from you in that final?
I do. To be honest, thoroughly enjoyed that race. Probably the best race of the day for me personally. We raced really close, really hard, without taking each other out. I won't mention names. It was a really enjoyable race. So John won it. I think he's a little bit quicker than me here. So I'll keep him honest tomorrow.
Boys, that is not what we expected to happen in that last race. What exactly did happen? I mean, Stephen, what did you do to Simon?
Well, it was just, unfortunately, just one of those incidents where I was quite far back and I caught up with Simon, and then for a couple of laps we worked together and I was pushing him down the straight and we're trying to wind in John and Lee, and they're doing the same thing, and the gap didn't seem to be closing down, so at the end of one of the straights I pulled out and had a look, and sort of got a little bit alongside and then backed out of the move and unlocked a wheel, just caught Simon's back wheel, spun him round.
It's annoying when these things happen, but we have to say tomorrow's another day and make sure that we pick ourselves up from this and go forward. He's allowed one mistake and that's it.
I'm one for the year, so now it's I've always got to give room now.
We're here now with Nick Brace and his son Dean Brace, and it's his first time racing a Legends car. Dean, how's today gone for you?
Yeah, it's been good. Really enjoyed myself. First race, done alright. After the practice, knocked about 5 seconds off my time, so I was really pleased with that. Second race, going alright again, finished, I think it was 18th, knocked another 3 or 4 seconds off. Went out in the final, still took another second and a half off in the third race, so I was pleased with that. It's good.
And Nick, how do you feel about Dean getting into Legends now?
Oh, I'm really pleased. The guy, he works really hard for us. He runs our business, and he deserves it. And tomorrow's his birthday, so this was a birthday treat for him to come here and have a go at the Legends. And I'm sure he'll be quicker than me before too long. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, it's really nice speaking to you both. Good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Right. Thanks.
Cheers.
Ben, we've just reached the end of the day, but I just wanted to have a quick word with you because you did really well in the second race. And in the third race, in the final, you actually had a bit of a run-in the beginning. What exactly happened there?
Basically, just got everything tightened up a bit, and I ended up getting squeezed by Nick Brace and resulted in a puncture, so that slowed us down for the rest of the race. And we had to avoid a bit of a crash, so we got slowed down a bit.
Well, for someone who had a puncture, you still had a really good race. And how are you feeling about tomorrow?
Good, yeah. I think we were getting to grips. We're getting a bit faster by the end of today, so hopefully we can give it a good go.
All right, well, best of luck to you, Ben. Thanks for talking to us.
Okay.
Again, a really good day.
Okay, cheers.
We're just at the end of the day, but I just want to have a quick word with Nicky Meredith. Nicky, sorry, can we just have a quick word, please? Yeah, sure. You've done really well today. I mean, top 10 in every race. Have you raced here before?
Yeah, I was here last year. Was our first year here with the Legend. It was one of my first races in the Legend as well. We had an okay day today. I had to start from the back obviously because I missed the last round in Croft. But we were good. We got lucky in the first few laps. I think every race today there was an incident in the first corner, so
Yeah.
I was lucky, touch wood. I managed to miss everything and just kept it steady. And struggling a little bit for pace. Hopefully we can sort that out for the morning and feel a little bit better.
And it's John Higgins that still leads the championship by just 10 points from Lee Fitzpatrick. Stephen Treherne's third from Lawrence Davey. The rookie championship being led by Ben Power from Nick Brace. Third in the rookies is 59 Paul Mansell.
You bet, you guys.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
Well, thanks for coming here and seeing us. And
Oh, you bet.
we hope to see you again.
Okay, you bet. Give me a hug.
Oh, God!
Oh, sorry.
Oh. Thank you very much
All
again.
right, you bet. Thank you, guys.